Welcome. We are Crypto for Joe, cryptocurrency and blockchain ideas for your average Joe. Joe Sixpack. I am your average Joe Sixpack, the beverage, not the abs. And we're speaking with Cayman Nava, who is an industry veteran, let's just say. How are you doing today?
Doing very well.
Good, good. I wanted to kind of back up a little bit because as I tell people about what's going on in the space, inevitably, if I convince them to engage in this new arena, they say, "Okay, what do I do? How do I buy? What do I, all the follow-up questions. Do I leave my money? I've heard that I can't leave my wallet online or whatever. So, can you just walk us through the basics? Say, guy's got $100. He wants to buy some either Bitcoin or Bitcoin and Ether. According to you, are really the only cryptocurrencies that a beginner should look at. So can you walk me through from there through the buying process?
Yeah. So for a real beginner, I really recommend using a service that does everything for you, holds everything for you.
Such as?
Such as if you're in the US, the gold standard would be Coinbase. They're a great service. You vary 5 minute account creation. It's very simple. Probably anyone, even computer really illiterate, could do it. Sign in with your email, create an account, link your bank account or credit card, and click the buy button. It's really that simple. They hold on to the coins for you.
Yeah.
It's all in your that online account, kind of like
Right.
a bank account or kind of like a brokerage account.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't have to handle any of the complicated stuff. I mean, there's trade-offs to this, but it's the easy button for sure.
Right. Well, so so it's safe there in Coinbase? My money, no matter how much I put in there, is it safe to leave it in there, or what's the deal with having your wallet online? Walk me through that, if you will.
Right. So I believe they have Coinbase has an insurance for all the funds are insured. It's never, from a really security minded perspective, it's never a great idea to let someone else hold on to your coins or hold on to your coins, because it's not really yours. At the end of the day, ultimately, Coinbase could say, "Oh, you're doing something illegal. We're going to just stop your access to your account." So there's ultimately there's that issue. But as far as are there keys on, are there funds online? Are they not online? They manage billions of dollars of cryptocurrency. So they kind of on the cutting edge of security there, and they've never been hacked. One of the very few who hasn't, because they've taken security very seriously from day one.
Okay. I always asked this question and I did not know the answer. Is it possible to have a coin like a Bitcoin and hold it in your hand and have value on that coin, or no?
So I mean, ultimately, owning a Bitcoin, owning an Ether, owning any cryptocurrency,
Yeah.
you're owning a password, a passphrase, a private key. All cryptocurrency relies on public-private key cryptography, and the private key is basically like a secret password. Gives you access to spend the funds. So, maybe you can get a piece of metal and etch the private key in,
Right.
right, and that.
Well, and what threw me for a loop is there used to be Bitcoin, and I guess that was just a token initially. The Bitcoins.
Right. So that was a
That was
token. They would etch in or print out the private key, and they would stamp it on you, and it'd be kind of hidden under a piece of foil or under a piece of something you couldn't see. And they used some tamper-proof techniques. I think some holographic paper. So if you peeled it off, this piece of paper, to get that password, you could never put it back on. And so in some ways, yeah, the Bitcoin or whatever was on that coin. In other ways, they had written the password and then pasted it onto a piece of metal.
Okay.
That's really, really pretty.
So I don't feel quite so dumb because it was possible to do it there, and it's not practical, and that's not being done right now. Well, thanks so much for your time today. We'll conclude and talk to you soon.